Good morning, boys and girls. How are we doing? I hope we are all good. Today is Monday, the 6th of October. Obviously, I am off fishing. Right, if you watched my last video, you would have seen I had an absolute nightmare of a day. It was a couple of times, went to cast out, line has snapped. Oh man, I need new line on my reels. I want to say a massive thank you to one of my subscribers, Alan Morris. He's actually sent me money via YouTube to go and buy a new line for my reels. Like, man, like, mate, that's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Unfortunately, I still haven't got round to buying any new line for my reels. I've been absolutely manic with work. I've just done 5 night shifts. I've only got today off, and then I'm back in tomorrow for 6 night shifts. So that's what, 1 day off in like 12 days. So today is the only chance I'm going to get to go fishing. I don't want to go to a beach because I don't want to risk casting again, whipping it, the rod and the line snapping again, blah blah blah. So I'm just going to go to Gorleston Pier. You can literally just throw it over the side. Hopefully if I get a decent fish, the line will be okay to keep the fish on. I definitely need to get the line on there before I go fishing again though, before I go beach fishing. So yeah, Alan Morris, Mr. Morris, a massive thank you very much for donating me some money to go and get some fishing line. Man, craziness, awesome. I'm on my own today, there's no G, I'm just fishing on my own. We've just had Storm Amy. I don't know who pissed Amy off, but she was in a right mood. She ripped through Norfolk like no one's business. I did do a little video yesterday just showing the tides, how high the water had come up. It was absolutely craziness. Right, what is the time now? It's currently 6:45 in the morning. I've just finished work at 6. I've just had a quick toasted bacon sandwich. I'm just having a cup of tea. Right, I'm going to finish my cup of tea. I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to drive to Gorleston. I'll probably be there for about 7:10, something like that. Yeah, like I say, just me, no G. Still crap line on my reels. I need to get the new line ordered. I just want to do the money. Do you know what I mean? All I need to do is jump on eBay and just order some line and get it delivered. That's all I need to do. I will do that this afternoon as soon as I get back from fishing. That is my #1 priority. Get that done. Right, finish my cup of tea, get the last of my bits together, get in the car, drive to Gorleston, and I will see you lovely people there. And just like that, we are on Gorleston Pier. We are here. It's a little bit breezy, nowhere near as breezy as it was yesterday. Nowhere near. Waves are crashing up a little bit around there. Right, I am parked in the main car park. This is the big car park you come into. It is a pay and display car park, but literally I am fishing right there along those wooden bits. That's all I'm doing, and my car's there. So if anyone comes along, I'm here and I'm right on top of it. Right, let's get some stuff out of the car. Let's get over there and let's get set up. All set up, ready for the first cast. Right, I'm using boom rigs today. I'm a bit of a fan of the boom rigs when I'm fishing off a pier. So basically you have a crimp on there, the boom comes out, and then you tie your line off. And I've got, what, I don't know, 20 odd centimetres of line coming off that. And the same on the bottom hook. We've got the boom down there, crimp boom, and then the line's tied on. Right, we've got a fresh lug on the right hand side rod. And then over on the left hand side rod, got exactly the same. We've got the crimp boom on there, and we've got squid on the top, and we've got squid on the bottom. Size 1 hooks. I'm going to put, like I say, squid and worm out, and then whatever's doing the best, that's the bait we will go to. Right, let's get these out there, come on. That's it, we are out there. Right, what is the time? It is 7:25. High tide is 8 o'clock ish. I think it's about 10 to 8, 5 to 8. So we've literally got this tide coming in for the next half hour, which is the golden time, innit, really? Coming up to high tide, and high tide is the golden time. Like what I was saying earlier, see, when you're on the beach and you're beach casting, you're whipping them rods out, and that's what's putting the line under strain. And like I say, because it's old brittle line, it just ain't taking the strain, it's snapping. But the way I'm casting off the pier, all you're doing is donking it out. Donking it. So the right hand side, I've gone out, I don't know, 20 odd yards, 30 yards down there, and on the left I've just gone to the left hand side a little bit. Well, we've got a guy right at the end of here, he's just turned up, he turned up after me, and the guy right up there where the harbour watchtower is, I think that's the chap we was talking to yesterday. Me and G come up yesterday and we were filming the high tides and we was having a chat with him, and I think he said he had about 15 whiting out in like the space of a couple of hours, which ain't bad going, is it? So all we could do is put bait in the water and see what happens. Also, I've come to this bit here, I was looking for number 28. So I first fished on this pier 12 years ago, 13 years ago, when I moved here. Moved up here, said to my dad, where's good to fish, blah blah blah, where can we go fishing one day? And he brought me up on the pier, and this is where he brought me. And on one of these posts here, he had the number 28, and I'll tell you what, we had the best days at fishing ever. I think from then, I think the next fish I done after that was down on the beach opposite the wreck. But after that, every time we used to come and fish the pier, this is the section we always used to fish. And like I say, we've had some nice dabs off here, flounders off here, big whiting. My dad, he's had a codling off here. My dad's literally caught a codling off here. So this is kind of our preferred place, depending on the wind. Last time I come with G, we was in front of that tower, but the wind was blowing that way, really strong. So we was in front of that to give ourselves a little bit of shelter. I come up here once with all the boys. There was me, G, Lee, Kyle, Tubbs, Jordan. There was a few of us, and we were literally right along this section, right up to the corner bit up there. We was all along here, and that was, I think, a couple of weeks before Christmas. Not last year, maybe the year before. And again, we done quite well, if I remember rightly. I think we had a little competition, and if I remember right, I think Tubbs won. I think that's the first thing Tubbs has ever won in his life. But yeah, we done all right. So as you see, when I hooked up, I had squid on there. This is still the squid I got left from what I bought from Pownall's a couple of weeks ago. Like I say, you get a massive bag when you go Pownall's, and it's like £4 something, and that lasts me like a good 2, 3, 4 weeks of fishing when I get a big bag. Yesterday I went to see a Billy Seaman to get some lugworm. Look how fat that is, look. They're not like long body ones, but they're short, fat, stubby ones full of juice. As soon as the hook goes through that, all the juice starts coming out, and that's what attracts the fish, man. There, see that wriggling, they get a scent of that juice. Oh, they should be all over that today. Oh, and another thing, last week's video, someone commented, yeah? He goes, oh, I love watching your videos. He goes, I watch them all the time. He goes, but normally you show the rods a lot and what you're doing. He goes, on this video, he goes, we saw a bit too much of your face. What is wrong with this face? Mate, don't let my mum hear you say that. Oh, I should give you a clip, bruv, if she is you saying that about her little boy. Bloody hell, mate. Hey, what's wrong with his face? This is where everyone goes, oh yeah, you got a good face for radio. What's wrong with his face, mate? So just on purpose now, I'm just going to film your face for a few minutes. Right, come on. Do you know what? I said it was a little bit breezy when I got out of the car, but it's not enough breeze to make the rod tips move. They're absolutely still. So if I do get a little bite or a little murmur, that should be quite a clear indication on there. Should be quite clear. And also I can see him quite clearly up the end, and I can see matey in the corner. So if they're pulling anything out, I will be able to see it. So I don't know if the fish are about and if the fish are biting. Well, the rods have been out for 10 minutes or so. Absolutely quiet, nothing, not a murmur, not a whisper. Look, absolutely still. Nothing. But like I say, I'm watching matey up there in the corner. I haven't seen him reel anything in, and I'm watching matey in front of that the Coast Guard tower. I haven't seen him reel anything in while I've been here. Like I say, that's the guy I was chatting to yesterday, and he'd had about 15 fish out. But yesterday was a real high tide. That high tide we had yesterday, I've done a little video, and where the water's sort of a couple of metres down off the edge, that water was about a foot off the top of that. I'll tell you another good thing about fishing here as well. Like I say, because I'm here, look at that, my car is there. That is the car. How close is that to walk and fish? It ain't much better than that, do you? The only thing you got to do is climb over that bloody little railing thing. But other than that, do you know what I mean? So like I say, if anyone comes, any of the traffic people come or anything, I can see them walking around there if they're sniffing around. Oh, come on, I want to get a fish on my first cast. I can't remember the last time I had a fish on my first cast. Sun is just trying to break through the clouds. They reckon by about 10, 11 o'clock it's meant to be really sunny. I think it's getting up to about 19, 20 degrees today, which, like I say, after that storm Amy we had, I don't know whereabouts in the UK you people are watching, but I think pretty much the whole of the UK got battered by Amy. Lucky, ain't ya? And oh man, like I say, something pissed Amy off, man. She ripped through Norfolk, I'll tell ya. Yarmouth and that weren't too affected, but there was a few villages around there sort of had power cuts and bits and pieces. Yarmouth itself didn't get flooded, but I know further down the Broads, I think towards Potter Heigham and all down that way, I know the water was breached all down there and had a bit of flooding. But like I say, we didn't do too bad up here really. Oh, come on, please, fish on the first cast. Right, we've got crabs out there today. Crabs. I reeled the right one in just to check the bait. That's come in, no worm on it at all, worm's totally stripped. I reeled the left one in, there's still a bit of squid on there, but you can see all the little chomp marks all around the edge of the squid, and the top one had been tugged off the hook, so that's definitely crab action out there. I'll just put another bit of worm on it, and I've cast out a little bit further. Do you know what I mean? It might not be, do you know what I mean? The crabs might just literally be along the wall bit, you never know. So I've gone a bit further now, I've gone sort of like 50 odd yards, 40, 50 yards out. See if that clears the crabs. I'll give it another 10 minutes, reel in. If that bait's been stripped, then I'll start putting a bit of bait elastic on. I'll start wrapping around a little bit to keep the bait on there. But it might just literally be where I was only like quite close in. The crabs might be sort of close in. Like you never know, crabs move, how fish move around, crabs move around. And where crabs can be there 1 minute, 10 minutes later, they can all shift, they can all move along the bottom and they can all go. It's, you know what I mean? It's just how it goes, isn't it? It's how it goes. Right, what's the time now? What did I say high tide? High tide was about 5 to 8, something like that. Right, it's now 7:45. So we've got about 10 minutes and then that is bang on high tide. And then obviously that'll be there for about an hour or so. That'll be ebbing for about the hour. And then after that, that'll start going down. So like I say, we've got fresh bait on there. We've tried a little bit, gone a bit of different distance, a little bit further. I'll give it 10 minutes, check the bait. And like I say, if that's stripped, bait elastic it, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how we go from there. Well, I was just chatting to matey just there, and he goes, he's just been talking to the bloke that was up there, and he goes, oh, he done really well yesterday. I said, yeah, I popped up there and spoke to him yesterday. I said, has he had much out today? And he goes, yeah, he's had a few whiting out. He said, but he reckons the last half hour or so it's really slowed up. And I said to him, yeah, I said, I think high tide's about now. And he goes, oh, is it? He goes, I thought it was a bit later this morning. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So I've just checked my tide app, and yeah, Idiot Dave has got it wrong. It's not 7:45. High tide is 8:45. So we've still got another hour of this tide coming in, which is good. Because like I say, I like to get the sort of hour or so in before high tide, fish to high tide, and then a little bit after. So there's me thinking it's high tide now, but no, we've got another hour, which is good. I just need those crabs to disappear. I'm going to give it 5 minutes or so, reel them in, check the bait. If the crabs are still about, then yeah, I might have to put, like I say, I keep saying it, bit of bait elastic. We might have to try a bit of that. But yeah, he's saying, matey up the top there, he said it's really quieting up the last half hour. Yeah, that's when I turned up half an hour ago. That's the sort of luck I bring. Yeah, left hand side rod was having a little quiver then, only a little slight quiver. But I've struck it, reeled it in, and the squid had all been stripped down, and the bottom bit was all hanging right off the hook. So definitely crabs out there, definitely crabs giving a little pull. So what I've done now, I'll put a bait elastic all around it, so hopefully it'll keep the bait on a little bit longer and give the fish a chance to get there before the crabs strip it all off. And then right hand side, top worm was still on there, but the bottom worm had been stripped. But again, I've just put, because you can't really put the bait elastic too tight around the worms because it just cuts through them, it just shred them up. But I've wrapped a little bit around there, yeah, just to try and keep it on the hook that little bit longer. Right, well that rod just rattled, like really rattled. That can't be a crab, surely. But saying that, because the bait elastic's on there, they're having more trouble now getting the squid off. So because they're having more trouble, they're having to put it a little bit more. But if that was a crab, that's got to be quite a big crab. I mean, absolutely just rattled. So it's still rattling a little bit now. Is that a crab rattle or is that a fish rattle? Who knows? Nah, look at it. Can you see it? Can you see the rod tip? And just as I move the camera in closer, it stops. I mean, it could just be a little pouting or something like that, maybe. But it was not jumping around if it was a crab. But if it was a fish and the fish is on the hook, then that'd just be like moving the whole time. Ah, these bloody crabs, they're pain, aren't they? And crabs are bloody pain. And it's starting to rain a little bit, it's spitting. Yeah, look at that, that ain't a crab, that ain't a crab. No way is that a crab. No way, Jose. If that's a crab, then I'm giving up fishing. No way is that a crab. Oh, mate. Oh, man. Well, I ain't got a fish, but did you see that rattle? Did you see that rattle? Let's check the squid situation. That's still held on. There's no real chomp marks around that. Normally you can see where they've been chomping it. That's still on in one piece. What's this one saying down the bottom? Right, look at all that. That's all been chomped. That's been chomped. So I think the crab has been on that. There must have been a crab then. But do you know what, man? That's got to be a big sized crab. Just see the way that rod was bloody flickering. Right, squid's still on there anyway, so we get it back out. But I'm really hoping the camera picked that up. Do you know that? Because that absolutely went like that. Literally. That's a bite if ever I've seen a bite. Right, mate, he's reeling in. He ain't got nothing. He's just brought his weight in. And I see the guy up the top. He reeled in about 5 minutes ago, and he didn't bring nothing in. But mate, do you know what? Oh, I'm hoping that come out on the camera. When I'm editing this video and uploading it, I'll watch that back. And I'm hoping that rod literally went like that. I mean, what size crab is that down there doing that? That's a bit, but like I say, because the bait elastic's on there, they're having more trouble now getting the squid off. So maybe they are tugging it a bit harder. But that definitely looked like a bite to me. Definitely looked like a bite. Oh well, we will carry on. I think I even said, when I was reeling that in, I think I even said to the camera, if that's not a fish, I'm going to give up fishing. And it weren't a fish. But I'm not going to give up fishing. I was so sure there was a fish. I'm so sure that was a bite. I was like, yeah, I want to give up fishing if that ain't a fish. But it weren't a fish. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up fishing. Right, come on, please. I reeled the right hand side rod in and the worm's totally been stripped. Literally, you put a worm on there, within 5-10 minutes that worm is just going. That's what, 2, 4, that's 6 worm I've used so far out of my 25. So I'm going to hold on to the worm for a little bit. I'll just put squid on that right hand side one. I'm going to wait, just give it another half hour, an hour maybe, wait a bit more to the high tide and then start putting worm on. Like I say, I've only got 25 of the worm. Sometimes you can put the worm on and it can last you 2-3 casts, but literally it's just being stripped. And like I say, I've only got 25, he's not putting nothing out, matey up there's not putting nothing out. If I start seeing a little bit of action up there and a bit of action there, then I'll start putting some worm on. But in the meantime, I'm just putting squid on, bait elastic, so at least it's giving the bait a chance to be out there for a little while. Otherwise I'm just going to, give it an hour, I'll have gone through all my worms, do you know what I mean? I'm still going to be here for a little while. Yeah, what's the time now? It's 20 past 8. What time did I start fishing? About 7:15 was it? So I've been fishing an hour. So yeah, so I'm just going to wait a little bit, see if it picks up a little bit. If I see anyone else put a fish out, I'll put a worm on. I might give it another 45 minutes, wait till that high tide, wait till 9 o'clock, maybe try worm again. Just need these crabs to disappear. Like I say, as quick as the crabs can come in, they can just scamper off again. So, right, let's give it a little bit of time. Yeah, boy, I knew that was a bite. I knew that one was a bite. We got a dogfish. Right, he's getting stressed out. We're getting him hooked and we'll get him back. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Little dogfish. I knew that one was a bite, definitely. Right, let's get him back. Oh, I definitely knew that one was a fish. Definitely. Right, mate, he's reeling in on the corner. Nope, he ain't put nothing out. I knew that one was a fish. I saw it rattle at first and I thought, oh, here we go, another crab. And all of a sudden it just started absolutely thumping, banging up and down. I was like, there's no way that's a crab. And then as I struck it, as soon as I struck it, you could just feel the weight on there. I was like, nice. I was bringing it in, I didn't even know what it was at first. Thought it might have been a decent sized whiting or something, and it weren't, so it got right up on the surface. And then I see it swimming through, and I was like, hey, little dogfish. That's good, isn't it? No blank for Dave today. We've had a doggy out. Oh, what's the time now? What is the time now? It is now 22:09. So I'll be fishing, what, an hour and 15 minutes, and we've had the first fish out. Oh, man, we got there, and that was on squid. And I was saying about using the worms to get the fish a bit later, but dogfish take the squid, even whiting to take squid, dabs it all take squid, but for some reason the worms seems to do that a little bit better. But there you go, Dave's happy. Oh, sorry, I'm filming Dave's face again. Sorry, that viewer, I don't want to see my face all the time. Let's show you the rods instead. Oh, Dave's happy, happy. Just coming up to 5 to 9, so that is it. That is high tide right now. We're right on it. Just check the bait, left hand side, bait is untouched, the squid is on there, bait elastic's on there, absolutely untouched. I reeled the right hand side in. One bit of squid had been stripped, but the other bit of squid absolutely on there untouched. So I've put a bit of worm back on that one. That might be a sign that the crabs are starting to disappear. You never know. Like I say, now it's got right to the height of the tide. They might have like shifted off, gone somewhere else, hopefully, fingers crossed. Absolutely buzzing. I got that little doggy out though. Hey, come on, gotta love a little dogfish, didn't you, to save the blank. Oh, sorry, camera's on me again. Right, we got fresh we got a fresh bait back on there. We're back out, we're fishing, bang on high tide. Come on, please give me some more fish. Well, we've pulled out a whiting, absolute tiny skinny little fin, and he has taken that hook right down. Right, we're messing around, we're getting him off and we're getting back. Hey, fish number 2 though. Wow, absolutely tiny, skinny little whiting, but you know what? A fish is a fish. So that's fish number 2. And I think it's just, what's time now? Because high tide was just before 9. Right, 9:25 it is now. So hopefully now that is a sign of things to come. Hopefully now it's got high tide. The biting on the crab bites have calmed down a lot. They've calmed down loads. So hopefully now the crabs have disappeared, and that's given the fish a chance to get on the bait. I was just having a chat with a matey up there in the corner. Yeah, he's pulled nothing out as yet. He hasn't got anything. Sun's trying to come through up there now. Do you know what? A minute ago that wind really started picking up and the temperature dropped. And just as the temperature drops, all of a sudden I felt a little bit of heat, and I looked up and that sun is just breaking through the cloud. But they were saying this morning, sort of 10:30, 11 o'clock, it's meant to be sunny and like 20 odd degrees. It don't bloody feel like 20 odd degrees, I tell you. My hands are a bit, yeah, hands are a bit, what's the word? Just cold, I suppose. Let's just stick to a normal word. My hands are a bit cold. Oh, right, hopefully the fishing is picking up now. I want to get some more whiting out, but I want to get some big fat boys out. Like I say, he took that hook right down. He weren't too bad to unhook. I like pushed it down, twisted it, and it come straight out. So he weren't too bad, even though he swallowed the whole bloody thing. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Them whiting can half open their mouths. But I've only got size 1 hooks on. I haven't exactly got big hooks on there. Oh, right, we've got fresh bait on both of these rods now. I've reeled them both in, we've fresh baited it up, we've thrown them back out. Come on, let's get fish number 3 out. Well, it's 10 to 10 now, so that was an hour ago. We had the high tide. You can tell the tide's on the way out, because when I'm casting out now, my lines are pulling over to the left now. So the tide's definitely chasing out. Still no more fish to report, just that one, let me just tighten that a little bit, just the one dogfish and the one whiting. But I'm watching matey on the corner, he's not pulled nothing out as yet, so I think I've been lucky to get out what I've had out. That sun is out now, my God, it is warmed right up. I was saying a little while ago, suddenly got really chilly. That's it, the cloud, no cloud in the sky, a little bit of cloud here and there, but look how blue the sky is up there, look. So the weathermen weren't lying, they said it was going to get to sort of 19, 20 later. Wind is dropping a little bit, you still get a little bluster of wind now and then. But when I first got here, it was quite full on, but there you go. We just need the pickings, the weather's picking up, we just need the fishing to pick up a little bit now. Like I say, at least we haven't blanked, do you know what I mean? We haven't blanked. I'm starting to use the worm in that now, we're putting some more worm on. We might as well use it up, it's fresh lug, so there's nothing you could do with it after today. You can't freeze it, use it again. I'm not going to be fishing tomorrow. Like I say, I'm back at work tomorrow night. I'm going to be in no state for fishing in the morning. I've got my pool match tonight as well. I play pool on a Monday for my local pub. So that's the plan, to get down here, do a bit of fishing today, get home, upload this afternoon, down the pub, a few beers, play pool tonight, have a nice little lay-in tomorrow, have a nice chill day before I go back in on my night shifts. That is the plan of action. Oh, come on man, just give me some more fish. But at least we've had a whiting out. The whiting is starting to show, do you know what I mean? They're obviously quite known for like during the winter time whiting. It won't be long and they'll be doing me head in and I'll be like, oh, not another one. But at the moment, I wouldn't mind just a few more out. It is 10:15, so that is 3 hours I've been there for now. The guy that was right at the top, that bloke said to me earlier, he was chatting to him and he'd had a few fish out. I was just talking to him as he walked past. He said he had about 8 whiting out. I think he said 8 whiting, 2 dabs and a couple of dogfish, I think he said he had out. But he said that was all in the hours of darkness. He said as soon as that sun started to come up and it started to get light, that was it. He's had nothing out since then. So, and like I was saying, then the guy right next to me, he's had nothing out. So I think I might have done quite well actually to get the dogfish and the whiting out. I think I've done quite well to get, oh my god, right hand side, bloody hell's bells. Do you see that? I'll just put 2 big fat chunky worms on there. Come on, go again. I'll just put 2 big fat chunky worms on that right hand side rod. Oh, go on, go again. I mean, that couldn't have been a crab, surely. I mean, how big are the bloody crabs down there for that rod to rattle like that? I really hope the camera picked that up, because that absolutely thumped. Yeah, that's on. That's got to be on, surely. That's got to be on, surely, surely, surely. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I reckon that worm's been stripped though. Absolutely nothing, but that bloody thump that did. Right, let's get another fresh worm on there and we'll get that back out. Right, it's 10:30. I've made an executive decision. I am going to fish till 11:15. That means I'll have been here for 4 hours then. I don't know what the hell that was that rattled that rod a little while ago. Like I say, I reeled it in, there was absolutely nothing on there. The worm had been stripped, but that couldn't have been a crab taking that. Bloody hell, mate. If the crab took that, he's got lost, man, because the crabs that size are normally on deadliest catch. Look at this boat we've got going out here. Bit of a big fin heading out, isn't it? Yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to give it another 45 minutes. So I say that'd be 11:15. By the time I pack up, get home, have a shower and all that, that's 12 o'clock. I'm going to do myself a bit of lunch, get this video uploaded, and then that's it. I'll have a little chill before I go to the pub tonight to play pool and have a couple of beers with the boys. Oh yeah, got to be done on your day off, innit? Would like to get another fish out though before I go. Well, not a fish, I would like to get a few fish out before I go, but even one fish before I go. Come on, please, please, please. Well, the other guy that was fishing on the corner there, he's just shot off, he's made a move. Like I say, I haven't seen him pull anything out at all. I think he got here literally about the same time I did. Just had another guy come up to me, talking to me. He's like, how you getting on? I said, mate, very quiet one dog. He's going, oh, what you want to do is, you always get an expert, don't you? He's going, yeah, where you want to fish? You want to go like round there, on there, and you want to, well, and I'm like, oh, I just switched off, mate. I'm like, yeah, you always get an expert, don't you? I love the way you're not fishing though, mate. I love the way you're just walking up the pier, telling everyone else how to fish. Right, that is it. I'm done. I'm all packed up. I'm back in the car. Another guy has just turned up. He's just turned up. He's on a push bike with a trailer on the back. He's going right down the end there. Some other guy just walked past me, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "You're the YouTube man. You're the YouTube man." I'm like, I am indeed. Anyway, he's been walking all the way across. He's been down on the beach. There's a couple of guys fishing on the beach. They've totally blanked. He said they have not caught a fish all morning. They've been down there, not caught a fish. That guy that was next to me, not caught a fish all morning. So I think I was very lucky to get the dogfish out and get that whiting out. Like I say, as soon as that bait was going in the water, crabs are just pinching it straight away. That seabed must be absolutely. I'm just watching where that guy's gone. Yeah, he's gone right on the end, right on that end bit. Yeah, as soon as the bait's in the water, the crabs are just pinching it straight away. So I think I was very lucky to get out what I got out. But there you go. Right, plan of action. I need to order my fishing line. That is the next plan of action. So again, massive thank you to Alan Morris for putting that money into my YouTube account. Absolutely crazy, but thank you very much, my man. That was going to go towards fishing line, and I'll get my shock leader, because I'm pretty sure me and G will be fishing next week, and we will be on a beach, so I definitely need to get them done. I need to get some more traces made up as well, so that's plan of action. I'm going to hit eBay this afternoon, do a little bit of ordering, get some bits ordered up, and that is it. Right, home, shower, lunch, upload video, pub. Not a bad day, is it? That's not a bad day, is it? Fishing, pub. What more do you want out of life than that? Apart from fish, more fish, that's what we need. But we done alright, we didn't blank, did we? We didn't blank. Right, a massive thanks for watching the video, guys. Sorry if my face has been on the screen too much, because I know, mate, I forget your name now. I know we don't like seeing my face too much. What's wrong with my face? Come on, man. Anyway, massive thanks for watching the video, guys. Take care of yourselves. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all well. And I will catch you on the next one. Hey. See you later, guys.